feel paralyzed.
On day 3, we had to bulk up a little, so we stopped and got bars and jerky, then went out to breakfast. This is all preparation for the top 15th scariest hike in the world. After that refuel, we're fueling up our packs with some water, some of the bars that we bought, and just cleaning everything out. The Canadian smoke from the fires are kind of taking over, but I think we're headed up that ski lift on the La Ferrara and just hiking all up there. We got to the place, geared up, and they sent us right up the mountain. 1.3 miles, 980 feet of elevation, and it is a loop trail. The ski lift transfers us from the lodge on the bottom to the start of the trail higher up on the mountain.
$5 to jump off right here into the netting. I couldn't, no way.
I'll see if
This was like no hike I've ever done before. In the beginning, we hiked up a trail, which we were not clipped in. Then eventually we made it to the area where we started the climb. As we started this climb, you start to freak out. Pass the message down.
yeah, I will.
When you look down and see the thousands of feet below you, it's such a surreal experience. Coolest sip of water of my life. At some point, I was legit hyperventilating when we did the rock challenge, which is only using the rocks to climb and no pegs.
See the people that made this.
Yeah, right? They gotta be absolute dogs. This was my favorite time of the whole trip, and I 100% recommend. Yes?
This part's hard.
Excuse me?
This part's stupid hard.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I grabbed. As we approach the summit, the feeling that you get after climbing 1,000 feet of an 8,000 foot mountain is insane. We have summited to the top of the mountain. Full panorama of the top. Well, it's blowing. Getting a little windy, might get blown off the mountain. Time to start the climb down. The way down was much easier than the way up. It was mostly walking and not much climbing. I'm assuming that's the last bit of cable, and we are on the steps now. Getting close to the end. And here we are. I give this trail a 5.5 on color, 8.8 on consistency, 8.9 on crunchiness, and a 9.7 on challenge. And the overall trail scale, a 9.1. All I did for the rest of that day was eat and then go to sleep. When we woke up, we headed to the bus stop, which is going to take us to some of the most beautiful lakes in the world. Headed over to Lake Louise now. There it is. Somewhere past there. Lake Louise is 230 feet deep and about 0.35 square miles. Feeling a little hot here in Lake Louise, so it's going to take a little dip. Oh my god, it's freezing. Oh my god. Feeling a little cooler at this freaking beautiful place. Lake Louise is beautiful, but very, very crowded. So we're heading over to Moraine Lake after this one.
By like pretty much 30 miles.
Lake Moraine, on the other hand, is 46 feet deep and 0.19 square miles. Lake Louise was slightly smoky, but still absolutely stunning. It really makes you question, how can the earth be this beautiful? Loads of people, but really, really cool. Lake Moraine, on the other hand, was my favorite of the two lakes. The water looked bluer, the 10 peaks surrounding Lake Moraine was amazing, the rock that you had to climb up to get to the top was cool, and it was still crowded, but definitely less people. After the lakes, we got our food and enjoyed our last days in the beautiful Banff. Sorry, I didn't know my flash was on. Last day, gonna go chillax in the pool in the mountains. Good night, Banff. I had a great time. Banff was beautiful. It checked all the boxes. You have the vibrant town, the hikes and views put me in awe, and the adventure was 100% present with the Via Ferrata, absolutely the scariest hike I've ever done, and the bear that I heard in the Cascade amphitheater, that was crazy.
The people were super nice, eh? Because we're in Canada, bud.
Everyone was so kind, had rich stories to tell, and talking to the people that I met was maybe my favorite part of the trip. On this adventure, I learned some very valuable information. I love the mountains and the way they make me feel. I've confirmed the path I want to take in life, which is to explore. I give this park an 8.8 on bewilderment, a 9.3 on adventure, a 9.1 on personnel, an 8.5 on travel factor, and the overall trip experience an 8.9.